Hello everybody, welcome back to Drop Duchy. Extreme just continues to kick my butt. So we are back to the trials. We've got a win there, mini grids. All grids are smaller except bosses, which reduces the number of terrain pieces during the round and adds more constraints. 130% enemy garrison, defense costs and mercenary costs standard, +1 exploration game, enemies in reserve, yes. Alright, give me the order and let's see how this goes. Act number 1. Where do we want to go first? Well, we have the crack, so we want a place with a big grouping, and 75% is going to be the biggest, and it offers 2 sides, so we'll see how this goes. But at the same time, the map's going to be smaller, so I don't know what to necessarily make of that. I will, however, double up my religion gains, because if the map's smaller, our resources will be less, and it's going to be... Oh my god, it is so cute! Okay, let's just not play any forest if we don't absolutely have to. Where are we going to play the crack? If we play the crack there, we can do other buildings over here, and then keep this area as contiguous as possible. It's so tiny. Okay. Enemy buildings aligned with it might be easier because of how cramped together everything is. We're not going to have much forest. Yeah, I think alarm tower might be the play. It's going to be weird though. It's going to be weird. Right, peaceful and hostile. We'll do the hostile. We can go to either end though. Give me a technology card. When you explore terrain square, have 20% chance to get double resources. Let's just make everything cheaper, because it's going to be hard to get much of anything going in the world like this. Alright, so we want forest for the crack. But how else that goes, no idea. Alright, this is a little bigger. Turn each adjacent forest into plains. Training camp, send allied military buildings aligned with it. Okay. I'm just trying to think about where I'm going to put this camp in a minute. I could just do this, but I would love to get the multi-line bonus, you know? We don't have to play that. So, I guess I'm just going to do... I could do this. Allied, yeah. Allied military buildings. This is unideal, isn't it? Actually, this might be okay. We can just make forest be the new bigger zone. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, we can do that. Honestly, I might do this and just give that 10. That basically cancels out, though these Z pieces everywhere suck. Oh, it's the smallest zone. Of course it is. I was like, the biggest zone. I'll make a bigger zone. It's not how that works. Silly. Alright, axes against swords. Well then, let's make all of their axes into swords. Then drive those swords into our axes. Okay. Connected forests, not really. Recruit and harvest reach connected forest. Not really. Garrison 10 will have to do. I think we have to take the gold, given that we have 0 gold. And then for a trading fair, we need wooden wheat, stone, wheat, wheat. Give me the wheat. Then, do we do the hostile side? This gives boss plus 15. More gold. Guess we'll do this. This will be fine. Alright, we can't really afford much of anything. I feel like that's going to be an onward trend, is the not affording much of anything. Wooden fortress, garrison 17, turn adjacent forests into plains. I don't want to overcrowd that. I guess I'm doing this. Then the church. Again, forests into plains, but we probably don't have to play that one. I want a forest piece to go in there. That'll be fine. I can do that up here. Alarm tower can just go in there. And we get another line. Lovely. Right. These two can be made into one thing if I want to. Swords will get crushed by axes, but that's too many. Arrows will get crushed by swords. That's probably better. Yep, happy enough with that. I can already see how different these challenges will be with different groups. Lava prison. Do we need 400 wheat here? It's a fantastic question. Well, I kind of do if I want to get this bigger. And I think that'll do a lot of the work in the rounds to come. And the boss areas are the same standard size, so we have that to remember. Right. Eliminate 12 from each enemy group in range. Let's have at it. Oh, geez. Range 2. Dole. But we can do that. Right. I feel like this is not going to be simple. Yeah, like where on earth are we going to play river tiles? Honestly. Okay. Only 2 units to deal with. Swords, crush, arrows. Right, let's take the arrows, deal with the axes, then the swords, crush the arrows, pick everything else up. Good. This is going to be probably easier to do on tiny boards. So you've piqued my interest. Trading fair next. So we are flush with wheat. We could do wheat for wood. We probably should upgrade crack to double its efficacy. Even if I do want to save wheat for this, because we're not getting much wheat anywhere else. Equally, sending 15 to each aligned military building wouldn't be bad. So, wheat for wood. It's going to give us some options at least, hopefully. Reduce tech cards. These aren't tech cards. Right, 250, 150, 202. Can't afford both for wheat. So I think I'm just going to do this, even though it might not be the best in this particular fight against the wall. Hopefully it'll be the best in general moving forwards. Do I want more health for these guys? No, I think I'll be alright. Right, Wooden Fortress wants to clear forests. Where am I gonna play this is become my new problem. Figure it out. Rally point for planes. Hold that. Prison can go down. This is our prison, that's their rally point. Well, I could do this. This wants forests. We can hold off on that. Get a lake in. Build that over the side. Get the prison in here. Get the church in there. This strategic one then can go against here where there's no adjacent military buildings. This. I want the crack. I really want the crack here where it can't be wrecked. So I want the alarm tower in line with all three of these. That we don't have to play. There's the strong crack. Give it some space. And finish. Okay. 27 on arrows. 40 swords can deal with that. Well, if we made this all arrows, I think almost all of our swords deal with that, and then we got tons to deal with that guy. Easy stuff. When transforming a zone, 4 plus squares include one random adjacent plain or forest. I don't know that we ever transform anything. So give me a carpenter. Then leave the river behind. Sorry, it's always the river I leave behind. Poor rivers. Right, 3 combats to the top. .45 forest, 45 plains. Let's go this way, try and get more of the stones. I really don't know if isolation is that viable here. Religious buildings have a 10% chance of converting an adjacent enemy group into these guys. We'll see what we can do with that. Right. Level that up for a start. Do I want to do some hunting for resources? Some expeditions. I think the prison is honestly so OP right now compared to the small enemy units that we're going to be okay. We have no faith, so we are not getting to another upgrade for a good long while, given that we have 5 around. It's going to be a whole floor until we can upgrade again. Do I want to get to 300? Probably. I mean, with that many buildings, I don't even know that I'd be able to play in such a small grid that efficiently. Right, we'll just go with what we've got, I think. Yeah. Right. Horse stable, alarm tower is an easy start. I'll do that. We get 10 to the alarm tower, which is pretty solid. Okay, here's a controversial one. Oh yeah, no, I definitely don't do that because that would send units all over. But the crack is just going to have to be on this group of 3 is like really bad, or it's this group of 5 buildings. Except, oh no, this is a building as well. Hold on. Okay. You're on buildings for once, which is not your usual place, but we'll make it work. Different types of place. Church fills in the gap. It doesn't have a chance to do this thanks to that, but 10% chance is not that big. So the line clears were tiny. I want you to have some forest near you. Except these are not great spots, are they? We are not going to see a line piece. I should have realized that we weren't. Okay. Once again, swords get crushed by axes. Then our arrows can take out their axes, and then our swords... Wait, what are we... They've got double swords. But they're both bigger than the axes, so that doesn't really help us. I can do axes into axes into axes into axes. Axes take out the 2 groups of swords. I don't love this, but I'm not being too precious about it right now. It's fine. That is no bother. Range 2, send 15 to each allied or enemy group in range. Now, this is... It's a really small map is the thing about this, so I don't quite know what to do about it. But this, with, again, the small boards and the small range, and also this is... Now... This normally says blue or red. So would this send blue to enemy groups in range? I'm going to try that because I have to know. Because up to this point I don't think I've tested it. And that would be super intriguing. Our faith is really low. Merging groups is fine. Gold. I might just take the cheap one this time. Well, we've got enough guys to heal ourselves a bit. Is that near back-to-back universities? Tis. That doesn't heal us, unfortunately. 45 trees, 45 plains. 117 dudes is more than I would like. Right, we do this, we grab that, and let's do that instead. As for upgrades, great question. This goes to 15. That goes to 11, but we don't have that many unit types. That goes to 15 once, this goes to 15 for multiples. Or we could send some troops out a few times. Right, we're not getting to there. We don't want to do more faith right now, I think. Can we do this prison? No, not even close. So where's our best upgrade lay? $25. 300, 300. Jeez, okay. Alright, that takes out most of our good standing. 15% chance, not worth. One more faith, also I don't think worth at this stage. Mountain pieces aligned with it. Mountain pieces connected. So, do that immediately. Allied military building aligned with it. Just hold that for a sec. So 25 of friendly units to each allied or enemy group in range. I'm thinking about doing a building group for crack on the left. Range 2. Now the question is, do I want to send 50 units to these guys? Well, first thing I would like to do... Oh god, I got nowhere to play this. I want to get the alarm tower down somewhere more useful, because this is going to grow because it's noble, is the thing. I don't really want to do this to keep that out of the lines of this for 10. Oh, screw it. You can have 10 guys. Right, so, alarm tower here. Prison there. This here. Okay, no. It doesn't send friendly units to friendlies. That's not what that does. Well, we know now. What do you get? 29, recruit 4. Well, I can't put you on top of this because this needs to be this contiguous group of buildings. Alright, I feel like that could be clearer, but now we know. And I think we're going to be okay. Let's take out these arrows. We need a bunch of swords. Take out the swords. We need a bunch of axes. Right, these can do that. Then the swords can pick up everybody else and take out all these arrows. Yeah, I still think that went plenty smooth enough, didn't it? But now we've learnt. Each noble building where it gets 1, recruit 10 for each adjacent mountain piece. Every 80 you recruit, gain 1 faith. Sure. Up to the port. 40 defense, obviously. And then another hostile region. as is the done thing. Not the faith. Not you either. I need 400 for this. Is there a unit I would bring in otherwise? Carpenter, wooden fortress. Not one that I care about terribly, so just get a bunch of resources and see what else we want to upgrade. Can't do the prison. 600 wheat is absurd. We can set that to 3 and 3. And that wipes out any ability to upgrade anything else. Beautiful. Merc camp, eliminate 12, recruit 20 for enemy-aligned military buildings. Alrighty. This is range 2. Send 12 to each aligned military thing. Now, what am I going to play in this gap is a great question. Could it be this guy? I guess it could. This one's different area types. Not going to get that here. Really, are we? Oh no, I need to connect these buildings to these buildings because this is one smaller group. Okay, duly noted. That's all one group of buildings now. I think this monument is about to be incredible. No, my prison! I'm a big dum-dum. Like, the prison gets bigger, but it doesn't care. Still, the crack prevails. 85 arrows takes out the axes. Let's have the axes take out what they can of the swords. The swords might get a little bit of leeway on my arrows. They don't. We do crush the numbers as much as we need to. For terraforming a tile, no. Land expansion, no. Do I have a reroll? Probably not. Not when we've got 100 gold and it costs 25 to reroll. Right. Towers, as ever. Oh, that... Could I have upgraded that before I did a bunch of things? I didn't think I was getting religion that fast. I guess this probably helped a lot. Do I want the church as opposed to something else? Yes. They're the same size. There are going to be forests here. We'll see what we can do. Right. Build up in the heavy eye areas. This is a very early crack, which is going to make that interesting for sure. I could do grass up here, but it's going to kind of choke out the edges, isn't it? Right, I want these spots for an alarm tower. I do not feel great about how disparate these different areas are. Alright, I'm just going to stick that there. Oh, I really want... I guess this will be fine. Right, so... big area of forest is the plan. Big-ish, shall we say. I give them 13 for my gain of 6. Does not seem worth it at all. Alright, I'm pretty happy with that, I think. Same types into same types will be axes into axes, which will make more axes, so I can't do both. Maybe swords into swords or axes into axes, but the growth that I'll get from doing 2 into 2 will mean I can't then absorb those twice. Crushed it, mate. Absolutely crushed it. Blacksmith is like the goat, and it's already leveled up, which is incredible. Do we just leave mountains behind? We don't have much stone, and I don't really need forests either. Let's leave forests behind. Something that makes food, I suppose. That'll do. It's always that the stone is on the safe side, isn't it? How badly do I need stone? I can buy stone as well. I guess I don't need the stone that badly. I don't need the wood, that's for sure, so I guess we're taking the gold. Collect 50,000 gold, tax collector 5. No idea how high those achievements go up to. Can't quite do that yet. Church, forced conversion, terraformer, exploited lands. None of the stuff that I'm really excited to take into combat with me. 4 alarm towers is hilarious. So we'll try and make that work. There's the crack already. I'm going to do this. I can't really put them in this section, so I need something bigger to go around. That goes there nicely. Well, how much do you give? 20. I think 20 is fine. Mine gets 10, but I can get 25 for the monument. I don't know if I'm thinking about giving them way too much stuff here. So let's not give them more stuff. I really thought that was going to be stronger. This hasn't recruited anything, so it doesn't have a group yet, I guess. It's kind of a shame. But hey, it is what it is. Yeah, this is all right. Axes are all crushed by arrows. 36, 46, 70, no, 81. Well, we can just do, we'll do that. This better be arrows. I better have mathematics correctly. It's arrows. We're fine. Good. Now I could probably roll a couple times, right? What do I need the money for, really? Not too much. Give me that. Another university? This works. This for 400. Probably sensible since we just took another building we like the look of. Did I not select my blacksmith for that previous encounter? Adoy. Okay. Garrison 15. It's kind of a lot. Or rather, it's kind of large for little stuff. Oh, I hate these guys. I hate them so much. Right, with 131 wheat. Let's reduce the cost of upgrading stuff first. A lot. And then I'm just going to save stuff, and I'm going to see if I can perhaps... Oh, I can't. I was going to say nuke my way through this without having to play any of their buildings and just speed run through the whole encounter, rather than losing a bunch of my stuff. I can't do it. If I play that, it supplies 39, and I can't go that high. And this is so rude, man. This is so rude. Right, supply line. Supply line. I could do this as buildings again. That has worked out okay in the past. I would also like to play buildings here that these guys don't get stronger for. So I could do this. And stone. Alright. This blacksmith gets 2 random buildings. We definitely want at least this one. This is very ugly. Stick that there. This here. Alright, well, it'll do, I'm sure. Gonna have to play one of these. Each building in range. Scores on the alarm tower. Oh. I swear I rotated it and it rotated out to a 1 square over more than I thought it was going to. So that's fun. Alright, well, this did eventually get the monument bonuses, and I'm totally okay with that. 102 swords takes out 100 and that. These, and then to get the swords, we need axes. And axes. And grab the rest. Lovely. I like a castle. Castle's fun. Right, one more fight. We'll do the 50 probably. Are we going to have enough stuff to do more useful upgrades yet? Not you. Not you. Honestly, some of this stuff should probably just get sold. Yeah, not really. We could do some of these. I'm not getting more religion now, and I'm not getting more max HP now. We'll save enough to establish an outpost at some point if we really think it's important. I think the alarm tower is doing work, especially because we can tuck it in next to the blacksmith. 140 gold. Shame. Alright, well, no more gold to be had here right now. But the blacksmith is just too good. Vantage point. Each plain or field adjacent to connected mountain pieces. Goodbye. Right, I was going to do that. Yep, big fan. He's not doing much, is he? I'm wondering about enclosing the crack within this. Stone Fortress. Recruit 12 for each mountain piece aligned with it. Right, that's my blacksmith, which hopefully, if we do this, hopefully the blacksmith picks the good numbers. And by that now it looks like it's going to. Because the prison's 40. Well, if I put that there. Yeah, the blacksmith's going to get something good out of this arrangement, surely. Yeah, I'd say that works. Right, they've got mostly arrows. 157 swords. Deals with most of the arrows. And then for the axes, that might go okay, but honestly, it's not a problem if it doesn't. Yeah, it's not a problem if it doesn't, does it? Faith 4, range 2, end of round removed from things in faith. No. Give me another alarm tower. Refill my defenses here. Run up to there. Oh, we got through this fast. 53 minutes. Right, I would love to upgrade the blacksmith. I should have checked if I could do this first. I could. We can do the prison. We can do the blacksmith. 3 random buildings. So, building that's going to be important. Obviously. That's great. That's humongous. That's great. Love that for me. There's some stuff I could sell, but the gains are very minor. Honestly, we could almost take out the Crusader outpost and the wooden fortress just to make sure that the blacksmith gets better numbers from places. We can stick the bastion in. That'll be fine. And the other alarm tower. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. Castle, 40 noble. Noble recruit. Give me the castle over that. Yeah. Yeah. Alright. Let's do it. This could be the plan of a crack. Do this. Send 12 to each military building in range, aligned with it, rather. That's a tough one to place right now. Here's the crack. Right, training camp can now go here. Oh, I don't want to start building the rest of this wasteland up the side. I think I'm going to. Right, prison. Goes here. This I want to be in line with that guy. Finally pay some bribes. Right, I want the blacksmith in here. If I could just find the blacksmith. Oh, come on, blacksmith. Where are you? It's going to be blacksmith there, monument here. There's the blacksmith. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. That's so terrible timing. Like, I guess this has to do that. Then the blacksmith has to go there. I mean, honestly, it could have been a lot worse. Yeah, it could have been a lot worse. Right, what's the smallest thing we have? Axes into axes. Into... axes into axes into axes. Into swords into arrows. Should I do the math on this? Like, 375 units is actually quite a lot. I was thinking about more my units than theirs. Right, 55 axes gets wrecked by 85 swords. 25 swords gets wrecked by axes. Oh yeah. We crushed it. Absolutely crushed it. This score was just so much higher than anything else. Right, that's 3 down, 7 to go for now. Thank you ever so much for watching. Hit that like button, subscribe for more. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.